Hi class, I'm going to be doing my presentation 1 on veterinary medicine. I'll have a live audience. This is Brandon, and he'll be sitting right across from me. Alright. Veterinary medicine. Seems simple enough, right? I mean, cats and dogs and the occasional bunny that people believe almost with certainty are self-curing animals when it comes to vaccinations and potential unknown illnesses. But let's all be truthful here. It really is a challenge to diagnose a living thing when it can't even tell you where it hurts. It is so interesting to me that many people have this view of veterinary medicine as an almost secondary version of human medicine, and that if you can't quite make it as a doctor or a surgeon, that veterinary medicine is obviously a good fallback. I mean, everyone loves animals, am I right? There's actually a really good quote from a reptile and amphibian care guide blogger that I think really sums up what it means to be a veterinarian, not just for your typical canines and felines and occasional domestic rabbit, but for those of us that have taken the challenge to become a little bit more like myself. Quote, "A student studying to become a doctor for humans just has to learn one body with two variations, human male and human female. While they are still in medical school, students decide upon their area of specialty. Contrast this with veterinary students. They have to learn two versions of many species: dogs, cats, cows, pigs, goats, hedgehogs, ferrets, birds, mice, rabbits, the list goes on." End quote. Truly, veterinary medicine is not just your average walk in the park when it comes to treatment options, especially if your day consists of several different species all at once. And it certainly involves more time reaching that goal, especially if you specialize in some of those more uncommon types of animals. You will work as a student. You will challenge yourself every day in what you do. From pet owners to zoo animal caregivers, keeping in mind that this animal you are treating is a part of someone's life in a way similar to that of a child is a responsibility both heavy and prideful. In addition to the time and effort being a veterinarian entails, let me talk a small bit about my experience in a world of animal research. An experience that really showed me why we veterinarians do what we do. During my undergrad at the University of Colorado Denver, I worked in a research lab funded by the university. Being young, I wasn't necessarily sure how I felt about animal research, or even if that was something that I wanted to do, or that went with my moral code. I mean, after all, I did have pet rats. During my 3 years there, I did, however, realize that something particularly was important about that lab. That those animals needed me, needed us as a research team, because we were saving those diabetic and hypoglycemic mice through our genetic research from a potential life-altering disease. Knowing that these animals would live another happy and comfortable day because I came to give them insulin or sugar and care made me feel like that I had found my calling. That feeling of knowing that you are the independent rock to these dependent souls made all the difference in my choice to become an exotic veterinarian. With that, I challenge each and every one of you aspiring young students to ask yourself, not, do I love animals, but rather, can I help those who cannot help themselves? Ask yourself, how can I broaden my perspectives on the world of medicine and show not only humans the love and support they need to go on when a beloved pet is ill, but that these animals are strong enough to make it through themselves? This career conference is a stepping stone for many of you, and I came here tonight to remind you all that the stereotypes of veterinary medicine are not as they appear. Consider veterinary medicine in your many options today. Thank you. And Brandon, one more time. Thank you, guys.